arts programs at West Sound Academy really were sprung from the original vision of the founders, Dr. Frodel and Dr. Hart. So the school was founded on the image that arts are very important to academic achievement from the very beginning. Right around 2008, when the economy crashed, we had to contract the arts program a bit, because in order to offer all of the broad electives and arts programs that we had, which included even culinary arts and improv, you had a huge staffing problem, because you would have one teacher that would teach culinary arts, and you had another teacher that would teach architecture, and so many part-time staffers were here, and it was quite an expensive prospect to have that many employees. So the economy required us to change the arts program in about 4 years ago, and it really changed dramatically, which had varying responses in the community, but we contracted how many arts offerings we could have.
Many people question the definition of art. Some think of art as drawing or painting. Others think of it as anything that requires finesse. The Oxford American Dictionary defines art as the expression or application of human creative skill and imagination, typically in a visual form, such as painting or sculpture, producing works to be appreciated primarily for their beauty or emotional power. So what is art to you?
Playing the first part now, just again.
Are you ready for this? One, two, three, four.
We asked Jen, one of our visual arts teachers, how she teaches students in order to maintain the creativity and freedom that helps stimulate the brain.
A lot of the time, the project ideas that I get are either ideas that students have either brought to me, ideas that I've learned from conferences or other experienced art teachers that say that they have been very successful with a certain project, or I have other resources that I have, like School Arts Magazine, and other online resources that I get from the incredible art department online, which I absolutely love. We're not necessarily required to use a book. For instance, if I was a science teacher or a history teacher, I might be designated to use a specific text because that's what they've always used and that's what the district is mandating. And here we're able to use not only one text or a variety of texts or no text. It's kind of designated to the teacher to figure out what will best emphasize what they like to communicate within their discipline.
Barry acknowledged the power of art for mind stimulation, and Jen told us about the advantage of using creativity to teach. Then we wondered how the students felt about this.
Would you consider West Sound more artsy and more of an art school than a public school?
If we did what?
I'm just saying, right now, comparing.
Would you consider West Sound more of an art school than AK?
Yes.
I would consider its people more artsy.
I like the arts a lot. Kind of brings out the creativity in everyone, really.
So, as an academic student who thinks that's more important, not more important, but at least equally as important than that, do you ever feel disenfranchised from peers and the culture that West Sound had for a while, that art is of this great importance? Do you ever feel like your say
I don't know if I was actually at the school for that time. If that sort of ended when Barry became principal, then I wasn't there for that, so I can't really say anything on that.
But I mean, does the culture still impact you?
Oh, no, not really. Well, when everyone's an oddball, you fit in, you fit right in, so, yeah.
West Sound's art program has affected me as in giving me freedom to choose whether to decide as in performing arts or drawing or dancing, and there's a whole lot of different things that can give you options to follow your dreams.
However, the arts program has run into a wall.
When I became head of school, I wanted to bring us back to a happy medium between having middle school be able to take exploratory arts that they are required to take, and then allowing a good variety for upper school to be able to take. The IB program puts a little wrench in the works too. In the 11th and 12th grade, if students are required to take 7 courses in order to be a full IB diploma candidate, they don't have another course to take an elective. And so to be a full diploma student, you don't have an elective option. If you are only doing parts of the IB program, you can choose an elective, but that limits the pool of students requiring electives. So if I only have 45 or 50 kids that need elective classes in that 7th period where we would put the arts in, then I can only offer about 4 or 5 classes, so the choice becomes smaller.
The obstacles that West Sound Academy's art program has faced illustrate the struggles that an artist must face to create their art in any medium.
The artist's battle may be a bit like swimming upstream, but not without a reason. As Frederick Douglass once said, if there is no struggle, there is no progress.
Barry had told us that the IB program had thrown a wrench in the arts program. We wondered what the future was going to look like and how the school was going to fix it.
So in the future, we just finished our strategic planning process, which is a process that schools go through where they plan the vision of the school for the next 5 years. It's a very complex planning process. And I think you may have heard of this trend in education called STEM, Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math education. It is a very hot topic, and it's a very well-funded topic, meaning that grants are being written to fund STEM education. But there is another trend that is much more in keeping with our school called STEAM, Science, Technology, Engineering, Arts, and Math. And so we're right now in the process of the very beginning implementation stages of our strategic plan, where we have the goal of increasing and broadening our STEAM offerings at our school and our STEAM program, giving the kids lots of STEAM. Haha.
While thinking about the future, we decided to ask students what they were going to do after they graduated.
Big thing for me was when I was younger was maybe engineer. For me right now, maybe computer programmer, something like that. I'm really into techie stuff. That I think would be fun.
And if you continue on in the school and with the IB program, what classes would you take IB in, or higher level, I guess? Or?
I think one of Jim Kolb's theory of knowledge is something that has appealed a lot to me. I would definitely enjoy taking biology, I think, and just the ones that I know of, physics, just things that I can apply in life.
So would you say that in combining art with mathematical principles, it kind of helps you understand math and science too?
You could say that, yes.
Would you be interested in architecture, say?
Yes. It's one of the things I've considered as a job when I get older. It's definitely been an option, I think.
Perhaps the arts program at West Sound isn't perfect, but the effect it has on students will be a lasting one.
Go.
Alien.